Wake Forest controls the opening tip, and McQueen will start running the show. Anthony Tucker will be playing in the 2 position with Medlin in the starting lineup. McQueen for 3 and hits it.
And that's a great sign, certainly, for Wake Forest. We spoke about it at the top of the show. Without Randolph Childress, they have really been struggling from the perimeter. They need McQueen to make that shot when it's there.
North Carolina goes into its offense. Salvatore, who gets the start as well, turns around and won't fall. Medlin has the rebound and outlets. Anthony Tucker lets it fly, and that drops in. That's a 2-pointer.
Oh, it happens. You know, in the locker room, Coach Smith is talking about they've been struggling shooting a little bit. So they come out and actually knock down the first 2 perimeter shots.
Lynch turns around on the baseline. We'll go Salvatore with a big rebound and a kiss off the glass.
What happened there is the help factor, right? The Wake Forest came over and helped. That allowed Salvatore to get free.
Rogers on the baseline, and he knocks it down.
Home sweet home. People like me at home 3 in a row. That's what I said, John. They're struggling shooting the basketball.
They must have been listening before the game, and they have something to show you right here.
Last time I listened to you, John, before we go on camera.
Did struggle in losses at Virginia and at home against Florida State. Hubert Davis turns away from Tucker and hits the jumper. Rogers quickly at the other end, into the paint, hangs in his hat. Trelawney Owens, number 40, is into the game for Wake Forest. Looking for the back door. It wasn't there for Hubert Davis.
Teams know each other so well, you don't get the specialty plays. The post back door that Carolina gets a lot of.
Reese with a nice dump off to George Lynch, knocks it off the glass.
Pick and roll execution. And Carolina ran the old pick and roll. Outstanding pass and catch.
20 years in a row. Lynch converts on the traditional 3-point play after the foul from Derek McQueen. Chris King lets it go, and finally a miss for Wake Forest. Phelps off and running. Pulls up. Dishes it off, and Reese hits the jumper.
And these are 2 teams that are also among the leaders defensively. Wake Forest is up 59 points a game.
Rogers fighting. Oh! That's off the quarters they can send in there when you include Matt Wenstrom, Salvatore, and Montrose.
So there's a specialty play. Looking for the back door. They can get that against non-conference opponents, but against teams that you play twice a year, sometimes 3, difficult to get. Passing game against man-to-man.
Montrose around Medlin is short with the shot. Sullivan after the rebound, but Anthony Tucker comes away with it. McQueen is left wide open for a 3. It won't fall, and Montrose hauls down the board. George Lynch backing in and turns around with a little jump hook.
Both clubs in transition will try to get a high-low look. And again, because they know each other so well, it's difficult. But that last time down, Lynch was able to get position down low. Always looking for high-low. You see Montrose down on the block step. Here comes Lynch. A little high-low. Swing the ball. There it is. Good defensive job by Medlin.
Lynch trying to work on Trelawney Owens and does have it.
Beautiful execution. The secondary part of that transition game. Here's the high-low again. Swing it.
Anthony Tucker is open. The shot is short. Medlin keeps it alive, and McQueen has it. No foul whistled as Lynch went to the floor. King from the corner. Rogers, rather.
Wow. What a start tonight.
10 points for Rodney Rogers. Trying to work on McQueen. Both teams are just filling the basket thus far. Quick steal. Tucker Bledlow doing everything. Rogers loses his footing, but still dishes it off to Doggett. Quickly into King.
But with the loss of Styler last year and Childress, that they really don't have great wing speed. And that's why they're looking to pound it inside, get it inside. They can score off the initial break, fine, but then look inside, try and exploit their strength.
Here it is. King with a nice feed into Tucker. He doesn't convert. King gets the rebound and that takes it back out.
There's that rebounding strength. Wide open.
Tucker. Tucker is short with it. Salvadori starts the break. Phelps is cut off on the baseline. Pushes it back out to Davis. Phelps into the paint, hangs in the air. Oh, what a follow by Salvadori.
As he improved, he's gained 20 pounds, and I recruited him. I did. Another one I lost. Out of my campus. I mean, from Pittsburgh, he has improved tremendously.
Tucker at the top of the key gets this one to drop.
Great screen. Tucker showed you how to use the screen on the baseline. Set up his man well.
Salvadori calling for it, gets the pass on Rogers over top of him, but misses everything.
We look fatigued, though, Salvadori. Look for a substitution.
Robert Doggett into Rogers, who converts.
What can he do?
Welcome to Mr. Rogers' neighborhood, as the signs say everywhere. Hubert Davis curls out. That shot is offline.
Shooting that he provides.
Knee surgery in June as Hubert Davis scores.
Great penetration.
Just playing in a pickup game and tore up the knee pretty badly. At one point they thought they might get him back this year, but now the redshirt for the season. King in the paint. That won't fall.
That time Reese did a nice job of pushing him out and came a little bit further than he wanted to go.
Phelps gets the friendly roll as he drives to the hole.
It's a match with so many players. Carolina just keep bringing guys in their system. They keep getting it up the court. Good man-to-man defense. Haven't really put a lot of pressure on to this point.
Reese nearly had the steal. The ball looked. Dean Smith thought it was out of bounds. The officials thought it was stayed in play. Lonnie Owens on Hubert Davis.
He was all over that. I'm telling you, it had to be out of bounds. And when the coach goes, he had to see it bounce on the line.
Oh, no foul as King has it stripped by Reese behind him. Hubert Davis at the other end with a little Showtime pump.
Look, he's got a big smile. He knows he wasn't sure whether he was going to dunk it, go up on the other side, and he can do that. So he hung a little bit. He got it down. King's got great position down low.
Working on Reese, turns around and hits the shot.
Got great position King last couple of times down.
Phelps nearly loses the handle, but still goes to the glass. Carolina up 24-21.
I was just remarking about
Bring another one back in, though, isn't it?
you never have too many 7-footers. Always tough.
Queen working on George Lynch.
Real mismatch here. That looking at Donald Williams trying to check Chris King. Got to get Chris King the ball low. Get him low.
Queen just lets it fly from three-point range, but it's way short. Williams comes away. Tries to lob it into Lynch. Finally finds the handle, then works around Owens. And
They haven't played well historically, and they certainly cannot afford 2 losses.
Queen was open, then wanted to dump it off for King. The ball is lost, and it will be David Bredko. Donald Williams at the point, the freshman for North Carolina. Working on the senior, Derek McQueen.
Oh, nice.
Oh! Montross. What a pass.
Oh, great look. Great look. Don Williams is a great scorer in high school. Not really a point guard, so that really is going to bolster his confidence.
Queen works around Williams, then into a sea of blue. Finally, Tucker fights off his man, but can't get it to fall.
Nick's got to be real careful right now.
The lob ahead to Lynch.
Carolina is just executing the Deacons to death right now.
They've opened up a 10-point lead. King converts though.
Option one transition, Lynch low, right? Swing the ball. Option two, get it to the high post and have a triangle. And that time, Wake Forest defended it perfectly.
Hubert Davis came around the screen, but Lynch didn't see him. Garoto back to Lynch. Long with the shot, and Medlin hauls down the rebound. Open for the shot as King kisses it off the glass, but it won't go. Rogers doing a good job on Lynch down in the block. Garoto to Montross. Works on Medlin over top of him. Short of the shot. Medlin has it.
We had to think about that one for a while. That's why that didn't work. He said, should I drop step left, right, bounce it, yes, no?
Rogers sets a screen on Davis to get the Queen open, but he can't hit the shot. Lob inside. Sullivan won't fall. Lynch with the rebound.
Option one, right? And then option two, follow up. Option three.
The rest of the team is 5 of 15, so it's clear.
Get it to the money man.
And I guarantee you that Dave Odom said just that.
Dave Odom put a shooter on the floor, and David Rasmussen, junior college transfer.
There it is, the 5 of 15.
Tucker dishes it off to guess who?
That's why he's coach of the year last year, Dave Odom. Gets the ball to the big guy. Your best player has to touch the ball when you come down. Just let him touch it.
Nice empty pass. Sullivan grabs it after the bounce, but
A quick trap.
Rogers trying to throw it over the squat 500 pounds. The Queen is open and quickly lets the two-pointer go, but it's short by a mile. Phelps at the other end working on Owens. Up and down with it, no whistle, off the glass. Lynch trying to lean in and converts it.
2 points there. First of all, Derek Phelps. You've got to pull up and take the J. A lot of times you're freshmen. You're always trying to get closer. You feel more comfortable. Getting closer. You've got to take the jump shot when you're the point guard, when you bring it down there and it shows. And point two is the great offensive rebounding position. Once again by George Lynch.
Ooh, what a rebound by Owens.
Oh, he bench pressed Salvadori that time.
Off the miss by Rogers. Trelawney Owens came up and out of nowhere.
Here's the triangle they get. Second part of transition. He's free.
Lynch around Rogers has to dish it off to Reese.
Oh, what a screen. That's a bad dream.
That's a mismatch.
Running into Rogers at midcourt.
Queen with the pump fake out to Rogers. He lets it fly. That's a three. Doesn't go. Montross just rips the ball out of his teammate George Lynch's hand. Davis dishes to Reese. He's short. And Tucker with the rebound starts the break to Trelawney Owens. Tucker down the lane. Stripped by Montross.
Getting a breather after setting that terrible screen.
What Wake Forest is afraid of is their outside shooting has really, just not hitting it now, and that's why they're down.
Carolina last few trips gone a little cold themselves as Davis misses there. The Queen to the corner to Owens along the baseline. Reverses, won't fall.
Great.
King had a chance to tip it, and he let it go.
Great move, too. Great move by Trelawney Owens.
Hubert Davis swings it to the corner for Phelps. Montross having a tough time now with Medlin. The lob pass in, and Medlin swats it away.
I watch him. Listen. See him get in front and then battle. Push. Push. And now he's getting ready. Gets his hit. Terrific job. Wonderful job defensively.
Kevin Salvadori comes back into the lineup. George Lynch will head to the Carolina bench. Wake Forest shooting down now around 40%. After starting such plays. Sullivan is open for three. No good. The rebound comes to McQueen. The 2-on-2. He works on Davis. Davis with a nice job staying in front of him.
Same thing again, John. You see, when players lose their confidence taking a jump shot, they always try to get closer. See a little change in defense, Carolina zone. Now, hopefully for Wake's sake, what they're going to try and do, you're going to get a three-point shot. If you want it against almost any zone, you're going to get one. If you're patient, you go inside, outside, there it is. And,
oh, my goodness! Rodney Rogers comes flying through the lane and converts the miss. For Rodney Rogers.
I want to see the drills you can work and teach kids.
Yeah. That is something that can't be taught.
And now you need a good defensive stop right here. Gets you really into the game right before, they have 4 minutes to play.
Montrose. And Rogers with the big board and then wisely pulls it back out. McQueen knocks down the three-pointer.
That's why McQueen's got to keep shooting. And Rodney Rogers goes to the offensive board. And it's a two-pointer. Two-point game.
And just a typical day's work. And North Carolina had a double-digit lead, now down to 2.
Last 5 minutes, Wake has turned it around a little bit, but still got 3 and change left. And Wake goes zone. You know what happens here? If you want to take the 3, you're going to get it. And then Carolina does such a great job of getting inside, they may still go for what they do best. And that's get the ball inside. Look for Roto, a good three-point shooter.
Oh, foul stolen by Anthony Tucker, and Wake Forest will have a chance to tie or take the lead.
Into the poison veteran team. And if your point guard, get Rogers where he should be. And goes from one side of the floor to the other, John, and then maybe inside out. You know, you're going to get shots. Up, went back to man.
Almost stolen by Rogers, over his back. We'll keep it right here. They'll have scores and highlights and analysis. You see the turnovers. Not really that high for this point in the game.
There's the zone again.
King nearly loses the handle.
I don't understand, to be honest with you, why teams don't just, spot up and take that 3. Well,
dumped into King, kiss off the glass.
That's one of it. So I'm saying that when you get in the top of the key, you almost lost the King. You're going to get it low on the blocks, fine. If not, I say work that privilege. Use the rules to your advantage.
We're tied at 36, approaching 2 minutes left in the first half.
Wake has really stepped up their defensive effort on the ball. I mean, they're pressuring the ball well. They're taking away driving lanes.
13-2 run. Phelps loses it off the glass. Rogers the other end.
He's coming down here.
King gives Wake Forest the 2-point lead. And a travel, another turnover for the... Robert Doggett handling the ball, number 23 for Wake Forest. He gives McQueen a breather. King finds his way open, so just turns around and hits it.
Yeah, that little pump, that little fake of the pass to the corner. You're going to get standstill jumpers.
10 for Chris King. Reese, the circus shot won't go, and Wake Forest comes up with it.
Yeah, that's where that lack of really perimeter speed had to pull it up. Wake Forest, but they're playing awfully well right now. Carolina's got back to man. Wake doing a terrific job. Oh, and a beautiful pass!
Medlin into King.
Wake has been dominating, really, the defensive glass right now, which has really got this last 5-minute spurt. That's the 5 minutes you got to win. It was 36-30, and now 42-36.
North Carolina down by 6.
He'll show a little rattled right now. Here he goes.
Lynch with the dish into Montrose, and he gets 2 back. Shot clock is off.
You know, one thing you forget is how young this Carolina team is. With the one senior. Deep Smith, nice move, went to a trap.
Tucker quickly into Rogers, short with the shot.
See, Dave Bell really upset. 8 seconds. Dean went to a trap, made the Wake Forest flush it a little bit.
Hubert Davis with time running down is foul. Oh, and that hurts. King with the shot, just short of the hoop. So at halftime, the Demon Deacons have a 42-38 lead over the Tar Heels of North Carolina. As I mentioned, Chris Fowler and Bill Raftery standing by following these messages. Plenty more basketball tonight on ESPN.
I can't believe he missed. Oh.
They're not here. Rick Fox will be a little tougher this time around. Lob into Montross, and he converts immediately.
Well, I said, there's the set play at a halftime. Right now, if they would have hit the 2 free throws, right, by generally, very reliable Hubert Davis, they would have had it. Then a defensive stop, if they could have got it, but they didn't. So that's what happened. That's the kind of things you, as a coach, you look for. You hope you can pull the whole thing off.
Back to the 2-point game. Montross picks up his 3rd foul.
Look at that. It almost looks like we had on before the game, Nana. 14, 16, I mean, 2 just terrific players. And playing very well.
Rogers goes to the line to shoot 2 as Montross picked up his 3rd.
You know, what was nice, too, is that both coaches, same thing. I mean, Dave Odom, he came out with what? What he said when he goes, that's all set up in the locker room. They want to get that first flight. Dave said, we'll come down and go right to our horse. Right? And he did the job.
Dave Odom, the coach of the year last year. The ACC, 19 victories for Wake Forest, trip to the tournament. Montross comes out high.
Carolina trying to reestablish that inside game. Did so well the first half.
Lynch finds room and converts it under control.
Didn't force the pass. Took the dribble, better angle.
Rogers works around Lynch, lowers the shoulder, and called for the foul as Rogers offensive, his 2nd.
Rodney made the good first step, and he had his man beat. He just lost his balance. Really, that allowed Lynch to get in good position and take that offensive foul.
44-42. Wake Forest by 2. Montross wants it, gets it, and jams it.
Made that call twice. All right, 2 times. Once in the first half, and what it does, it clears out the weak side help. They go for the lob to the big guy. Very effective. Good call from the bench.
The 3-pointer for Rodney Rogers, no good. Montross has the rebound. Carolina can retake the lead. Hubert Davis just pulls up, lets the 3 go, no good. Rodney Rogers off and running. King to Tucker. Tucker is free, hits the shot.
One is nice mechanics. The other one is just sheer, talent. Here I go, boom, and go tack the glass. Both effective.
Early on in the second half, a battle of the big man. Montross for Carolina. Rodney Rogers for Wake Forest. Phelps jams the 3.
So important. When your point guard can make that 3-point. Here he comes.
Blocking foul. Rogers takes the feed from Tucker, works up over 2-man. Medlin with the tip. Rogers foul.
It was there at all. A big decision by a coach in that zone. Again, a good opportunity. That perimeter shot. There it is. Bingo.
Anthony Tucker with the jumper just inside the 3-point line. He hits 9.
Why I feel so strongly about it. You're going to play zone and you can play a matchup with some sort. So people don't get 3. He's wide open. Totally wide open there. Still wide open.
Phelps is as well for 3 and hits it easily.
That's nice to see both teams shoot well. Like you have open shot,
brilliant.
Green tries to fight his way free, picks up the dribble, then finds King. He puts it quickly three around him, and he backs in on his man.
Good call by the team. See, now here's a critical point. I mean, we take a score. Score is 52-50, but look who's, you've got Rogers on the bench. You got to be careful of a run. That's how they start. Got to be careful of the run.
Hubert Davis with 8 as Carolina has hit 7 of their 8 shots here. Got to go to start the second half. Tucker misses. King Falls just pushes it up, and it goes.
I mean, when your big guy's on the bench, you got to go next. Chris King, veteran player. Senior, very talented.
Phelps just pulls up.
We talked about earlier, getting his confidence. That's how freshmen are. You make a couple, they'll keep going. You miss, you tend to stop. Got to go to King. Got to keep in him right now.
Lonnie Owens with a follow, short with that, up again. No good, too hard off the glass. Going for a third time, still no good. Finally, Montross says, enough of this. Lynch with a nice catch. Backs in, and Owens fouls him.
3.
Let's watch how he plays with the 3.
Very important. Talk about that. The guys like Alonzo Mourning mean
So much to their team, right? You need you offensively. You must be careful.
quickness to the ball.
Senior, even a minute.
Medlin in the face of Montross.
Good matchup. They put Rogers on Sullivan.
Davis over top of Anthony Tucker and just bangs it down.
It's such a game of matchup, chess. So you want to get Rogers fourth, but by the same token,
Salvador, he just swats that one away. Quickly it's turned back over. Rogers starts it to McQueen. Tucker is open. That's a 2. No good. And Hubert Davis runs it the other way, weaving down the lane.
Beautiful.
Salvadori, and he is fouled.
He's done well. His rebound from free throws. Missed free throws.
Nice pass. Owens up with one hand, and Salvadori has the miss.
the numbers, decision, pull up, decision, good decision. That's all right. Excellent decision.
Medlin with the rebound on the floor. McQueen thinking about doing likewise and pulling up from 3.
Still free.
Into Rogers between 2 players. He's fouled off.
Right there. Wake has a one rebound lead, and they're doing a great job on the boards. Offensively also. But any home court score right now, they will get a good shot most of the time. Always between 3.
Lucas, when he's on his game, can hit that shot as well. Lobs into Rogers.
There it is, McQueen.
Wide open, McQueen wants to pass it off, though. Shot clock's under 10 now.
Gotta take it. You've got to take it sometimes.
McQueen dishes to Trelawney Owens. Not sure he's the guy they want to take that shot.
Oh, look at Lynch again. Look at Lynch again. And look at the pass. Oh, else. You see, quick. What is that, 22?
22 for Lynch, and that is a career high for an ACC game for George Lynch.
We must point out against Virginia, where Wake was right in the ball game. Virginia went zone late in the game, and that's when they won the basketball game. Right now, you're seeing the same thing. Carolina's got the lead, going zone. Going zone.
In the heart of the zone, but Owens backs it back out.
That's what you got to do.
The corner, Chris King knocks it down, but it almost looks a little bit like Wake is tentative, like they don't want to take that.
Well, when you miss them, you know, you just don't want to shoot it. If that's going to happen, you got to penetrate. If you're not going to take the outside shot, then you got to play it as if it's, you know, somebody's playing. You got to split a seam. You got to create something. You're not going to take the perimeter jump shot. You got to go right through the zone. And McQueen can do that.
Reese spinning on King, nowhere to go though. Finally dumps it off to Lynch. King quickly on him. Salvadori can't get the handle on the pass.
Good pass. That's good fault of the receiver. Good pass. Make yourself big down low and go get that ball.
Rogers, a little one-on-one move, hangs in the paint, too hard off the glass, and Reese is away with it. pivot foot. The crowd wanted it. South Missouri with a spin around jump hook.
You know something? They work so. I know that. I mean, I remember 10 years of watching the big guys catch the ball, don't put it on the floor, and they drill so much of it. And watching Youngster improve that way, it's really, really nice. He's a pleasant surprise, I'm sure, for Dean Smith.
From behind, Lynch just strips Lonnie Owens. Reese at the top thinks about the shot. Phelps cutting through, and then King reaches in, slaps him on the wrist.
That's that same pitch.
What a contest for the sophomore.
Fans getting excited. Seeing David Rasmussen coming.
Good job defensively on McQueen, and then it's tipped away by Reese. Soccer, Coliseum, Winston-Salem, North Carolina, campus of Wake Forest University.
Now Carolina's gone to a 1-3-1 zone, and it's more of a point zone, more of a matchup zone. He's doing a better job staying on the. Whoa!
Rasmussen, there's the three-pointer.
That's why he's in.
He's right around 50% for the year.
Let's see if there's a run. Let's see if there's a run in Wake right now. See the three-point end defense. That defense picked up by Wake. Oh, what a way to respond.
What an answer by Hubert Davis.
A lot of players can shoot standstill jumpers. It's not easy to shoot on the move.
Rasmussen, nothing but air on that one. He had the confidence going, but that didn't get it to fall in the hole.
The difference.
Phelps pitches to Montross. Montross gets Rasmussen on his back, and he'll star and shoot. See how they treat him. Not as well as when he was on the floor. McQueen now trying to work on Phelps. Puts a hand on his knee to try and slip around him. That doesn't work.
Phelps doing a terrific job. He's not only pressuring, he's not letting him get by him.
Rogers pulls up and bangs it down.
See, that's the difference. He was able to get by his man. Phelps is keeping McQueen in front of him, and yet he's pressuring him.
Phelps goes baseline. His shot is altered. He doesn't get anything at the other end. Anthony Tucker will have a freebie.
What Wake needs, they need some easy buckets. That happened because the point guard did the penetration. When he missed, nobody's covering the backcourt. You got to slide someone there. You're the off guard. You got to take a look at it.
Lynch loses the handle, but still lobs it in to Montross. He is fouled. 10-point lead for Carolina. Tucker brings the ball up, finds McQueen, but quickly Reese is in his face. King on the baseline short, and Reese rebounds for the Tar Heels. Reese around Rasmussen. Rogers up strong. King gets it down to Rogers. His shot won't go. Owens tries to follow.
Oh, he's doing a terrific job, John. He really is. I mean, he's been all over the glass.
Done a great job. Terrific job.
Wake trying to come out, right? Trying to make some defensive pressure, which gives you an opportunity for back doors. Gives you an opportunity to post, back door. Oh, nice feed. Great job.
Laying for a dunk. Slip there by Trelawney Owens. He shovels it.
Trelawney can lead. I want to see Trelawney get a bucket after all his work in every way. Diving, he's on the ground, following shots.
Hasn't had one in this half. Queen cut off. Tucker lets the shot fly. No good. All that work and you come away empty-handed.
They had patience. They showed good poise and patience, Wake did, but couldn't get it to go.
Davis thinks about trying to slash his way, but he runs into King.
Like a pinball machine there. Boom.
Phelps finds Salvadori, loses it briefly, and then Phelps lets a three go. Nothing but air there, and Derek McQueen is whistled for the feed.
Get the ball to Rogers. Carolina switches defense again. Rogers on the perimeter.
Thinks about the shot, then dishes to McQueen, bangs down the three.
I love to see that. Love when the guys with confidence step up late and smack it home. Now the crowd's in it again.
Wake Forest within 8.
And it's the 5-point time. Here we go. You got to run your offense well. Wake picks up the defense.
Rogers out on Sullivan. He works around him.
Coach Smith has been screaming over there. He'd like to get the ball down. He's pointing. Wanted to get it low to Lynch. Wanted to get it low to Montross. One or the other.
Phelps nearly loses the dribble, then flies in the lane. He's short with it.
And here we go.
Sucker on Hubert Davis and score the goal.
So we talked about Phelps missing that shot, now losing maybe some of that confidence. You got to get the ball now. You big guy. You got to get it to Lynch. Lynch, Davis. Uh-oh. 2 fingers up means they're going low. They're going to go low. Trying to get it low to Montross. Back throw. Oh, it's a steal.
Rogers not.
They have it up. Crowd's into it.
Rogers out on.
Get it low. There's that play. 3rd time they called it. 3 times, work 3. As I said, the 2-finger play, 3 times. 3 for 3. Silences the crowd. A call from the bench. They called it twice.
Montross with a nice job to work free each time, too, to catch
They
that.
said it. We mentioned it before. I called it right when they did it. As soon as they put that up, that's where scouting, but it's so difficult for your players to eat a battle.
King dishes this one away, and Hubert Davis pulls it out. Knocked away from him now. King from outside.
Oh!
What a follow by Rodney Rogers.
Nice. Follow, great position. Talk inside position. From the top of the show, inside position. Now Wake's picking up the defense again. They needed a turnover or just a good solid stop. They're right back in it. 1 bucket. There it is. There's the turnover. But no, not that time. That time, it was a tough pass.
Hubert Davis comes up with the steal. Ahead to Phelps. McQueen can't foul him, and he scores quickly.
Change of defense. Got in the passing lane. Got to steal. Oh, that breaks your heart. Breaks your heart.
Got it down to 3 and quickly back up to 7. Then they look for the lob for King.
Shoulda, coulda with this, you know.
Even with the win.
Doesn't matter. Trying to extend the defense. Full court pressure. Either get a steal or give up a layup. One or the other.
Wide open as Reese goes in, and guess what he gets? The layup.
One or the other. Steal left, unless you press for a living. If that's what you do. I mean, that tends to happen when you go to it late in the game. One or the other.
McQueen trying to find King, but he can't get it. And Hubert Davis quickly has the ball and takes it away by himself.
You're going to see we'll wind it up now. We'll wind it up. I've seen enough of that. Wind it up when the lead gets to this point.
To a double team on Montross, but Reese, who's there as a safety valve. The lob into Montross. The kid out of trouble for Phelps.
You'll throw it high.